Hello, and welcome to What is Crypto? I'm Matt, and this is Crypto. Today I'm going to be talking to you about Node AI, ticker signal, GPU. In the video, I'm going to have a bit of a look at the markets. I'm going to have a look at Bitcoin, what Bitcoin's doing, what kind of range that we've been in, and when you should be bidding altcoins. I'm also going to have a bit of a chat about Ethereum tokens and AI projects, and why I think that AIs built on Ethereum could be set for a big resurgence soon. Awesome. So if that sounds like it could be for you, then smash that like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. Cheers, legends. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Now let's get into it. So firstly, we'll have a little bit of a look at their tokenomics. So currently, Node AI has a circulating supply of 94 million. It's got a total supply of 100 million, so it is almost fully diluted, so minimal token dilution to come. Currently, it's got a market cap of 76 million, which is fairly low. Looking at its all-time high, we were up at around the $2.75 mark. We're now currently sitting at 81 cents. So significant retracement from all-time highs, but everything has been bleeding a fair bit at the moment. Bitcoin has been bleeding, so that is not entirely unsurprising. Alrighty, so quick little review of what Node AI is if you're unfamiliar with the project. So Node AI, really they are a decentralized platform which use blockchain technology to allow users to rent and use GPU and AI resources. So really they allow people to access and utilize AI and GPU by submitting their computational needs, which are then distributed over the Node AI network for completion. So this is important for a number of reasons. So two massive industries at the moment, gaming, generally worldwide gaming, very GPU heavy, and AI, hugely GPU heavy. So by decentralizing GPU and allowing people to access their GPU using blockchain technology, I think it's a pretty cool concept. Currently, they've got 649 different GPUs, and they're renting those out at an average of $28.52 an hour for a total of 23,278 hours. Now, if we want to do some quick sums to look at their revenue that the GPUs are generating, you can go 28.52 times their total hours, which is 23,278, which equals a revenue of 663,888. Now that is solely from GPU rental, and that is not including their buy-sell tax. So they've currently got a 4% buy or sell tax. If you're not too sure about those numbers, we can have a look on their site. On June the 7th, you can see that they had a total rental volume of 564,838. Now, if you get your calculator up and you go the average rental cost then, which was $28.64, and you times that by the hours they had then, which is 19,722, you can see that that is $564,838.08. Alrighty, so they are profitable, they're making a decent amount of money, and they're also in some really hot industries. So they're in GPU rental, AI, and DeepIn. So for me, definitely some of the most attractive narratives to be investing in currently. Alrighty, so let's have a little bit of a look at the chart. So on the chart, we can see that Node AI has retraced a fair bit. So yeah, 72% to today's prices of around that 80 cent mark. Alrighty, so what we can see on the chart is that we've had multiple times where we've been in descending triangle patterns. We've broken out and then had fairly large pumps. Now, this has happened multiple times over the course of Node AI's history. And to me, it looks like we're forming two similar patterns currently. One larger overall pattern, as you can see, testing our resistance lines here, and here. So we do have a little bit of resistance coming up there. If we can break through that, I think we're going to have some parabolic price growth. And then more short term, we've just broken out of a smaller descending triangle pattern. So I do expect us to push up to at least around that resistance mark, which will be around that 90 to 96 cent mark. Now, I've been buying aggressively in my little entry price. As you can see, anytime we do get down here, which is below 70 cents, we bought up quickly. So we've had very, very, very small amounts of time being spent in this range. But I do really think that anything under 86 cents is still a fairly good buy. Some other really key levels that we have for Node AI. So massive level here at the $1.70 mark, and then another very big level here at the 96 cent mark. We also have our first big level that we've broken through at the 74 cent mark. So these to me are the three most important levels. Whenever we get down to that range, we've usually kicked back up. So we have had that as a massive level of support. We broke through it, but it looks like we've just broken back above. And hopefully we're now going to hold this this as support. Next big level to push through is that 97 cent mark. Now you can see multiple times over the history we did retest. So once we broke through and we had an SR flip, so that's where we have resistance and then we flip it and then it becomes support. Then we did push up well above it. Any time that we came back towards it or below it, we were bought up quite quickly. We did have an SR flip again where we did lose our support, and we did then have this as resistance. So first big level that we flipped is 75 cents. Next big level that we really need to flip is that 97 cent mark. Once we can flip that and push above, I think we should be ranging back up towards the $1.70 mark. Now, Node AI is not only just in a really hot narrative, but they've actually got a huge amount of backers as well. So they're being heavily supported by CryptoGodJohn and Alex Becker, who are definitely two of the biggest crypto influencers in the space. So if you look at a couple of tweets that CryptoGodJohn has posted about GPU, he states it's going to be one of the strongest performers. So he's hugely bullish on the project and he is very influential in the space as well. Here's another tweet from CryptoGodJohn talking about the GPU and AI narrative, which is going to be coming back soon. And another very large influencer, Alex Becker, has also been heavily promoting GPU. Now, while there are some downsides of big crypto influencers promoting products, as they quite often have been given an allocation themselves, there are also some massive upsides. So when retail comes back, as retail is at an all-time low, Alex Becker, CryptoGodJohn, members of the Crypto Banter team, including Hustle from In The Game, they're all going to be heavily promoting GPU. Now, when they are all heavily promoting GPU and they have a massive reach, that is in essence free advertising for the crypto, as these influencers are invested, hence they have a massive incentive to increase the value of their tokens. So I think GPU is absolutely one that's going to benefit from this. Really like what I'm seeing on the chart at the moment. I really don't want to lose this level. I do not want to break below 60 cents. I think if we break and hold below 60 cents, then I'm a lot less interested, and I think we'll go back to 44 cents and then potentially down to 23. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think the bleeding is almost done, and I think potentially Bitcoin could have put in its lows. So having a look at Bitcoin, is obviously everything follows Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the most important cryptocurrency to be tracking if you are a trader or an investor. So Bitcoin, if you're having a look, we have been ranging from about February. So we've been ranging for 118 days. Now, it has been an absolutely boring 118 days, I will give you that. But the market has given us a lot of opportunities. As you can see, we're in a pretty clear range. So if you get your fixed volume profile tool and you draw a range from here to here, it will give you some key levels. So it'll give you pretty much the midline, the upper line, and the lower line. So the value low, the range POC, and the value area high. So why it's important to kind of have a look at these is you can see that while we are still in this range, areas above the value area high are areas where you might look to be taking a short. Areas below the value area high are areas where you could potentially look at going long. Now, I do have a little Bitcoin long going. I've started it around the 60K mark. It's only on a 5X. I do have some stops put in down at the 57K mark. But yeah, I do think that we potentially could have put a bottom in for a while. If you have a look at some of these big other candles that we've printed with Bitcoin. So when we've had massive sell-offs followed by a buy up with these long wicks, you can see that in the past, this has indicated price reversal. So every time we've done this, we have pounced back up. Now, the one time where it wasn't as clear is around here, where we did have multiple long wicked candles and did go down a little bit further. However, we still didn't go down a huge amount lower than our initial candle. We went down less than 2% more. So anyway, what we're seeing at the moment, I think, is pretty bullish. I do think that Bitcoin is going to reverse. I'd love to see us break above the value area low at around the 62.9K mark. What I do want to see is a pattern similar to this. I want to see us break, hold above that, and then progress upwards. Now, regardless of where we do end up going from here, I do want to see that initial break and hold above the value area low. Now, although I do want us to break all the way up and continue to all-time highs, while we are in this range, we do have to play the range. So when we're at the bottom end of the range, we want to be betting, and when we're at the top end of the range, we want to be a bit more careful. Alrighty, so that's just how I'm seeing it at the moment, and that's just how I'd be playing the market. So you use Bitcoin as well to figure out when you want to time your entries to other cryptos. So when we are below our value area low, when we're below below the range, we can be looking at our undervalued cryptocurrencies such as GPU. We can be going, AI is going to be a narrative that's going to run hot. Massive, multiple big influencers are hugely bullish on some products in the AI space. AI has had a big retracement, and Ethereum on-chain products have also had a big retracement. So that is one signal to me, noting that there could be a big reversal of on-chain Ethereum products. Now, I think Ethereum products as well are going to do really well. We've got the ETH ETF, and I think once we start getting institutional buying of Ethereum and a huge amount of buying, I think Ethereum is going to have a big run, and I think Ethereum on-chain products are going to benefit a lot. All right, so that is just my 2 cents on why I'm loading up more on GPU at the moment and just what I'm seeing in the market. Awesome. Thank you so much for watching, legends. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you in the next one.